change.
The first interview of Thanksgiving
Baby, if you want me, then all of
Yelena
this will go
Gass-Bronstein.
away.
And I am excited, Yelena. How are we doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much, CJ, for inviting me to your show and giving me opportunity to talk to your wonderful audience.
Thank you so much for that. And I saw a really just great write-up the other day on RiverBender about your journey. And as we dive into this, I'd like to ask a little bit about you and your background and, how your life was spent, before this moment.
Well, I am pretty ordinary person. I am a woman, I am a wife, I am a mother, and I devoted my entire professional career to bedside nursing. I'm a registered nurse with bachelor degree and worked for 26 years at the major hospital in St. Louis, Barnes Hospital, as a bedside nurse. I never really wanted to work in management or to do paperwork. I always wanted to work with people because I felt that that's where I can help the most. And I was always helping others and working very hard. And as all of us dreaming about healthy and happy retirement. But what happened to me, I found out that I have advanced kidney disease, and I had to retire earlier this year from my nursing career because of my health condition. And I found out from my kidney doctor that I will need a kidney transplant in order to survive, to stay alive.
Well, and thank you so much for coming on and talking about this, because it's brave of you to do this. So many people do not go out publicly and talk about what they're going through. I guess got to ask you, Yelena, when that moment when you hear, hey, unfortunately, you're going to have to take a step back and no longer work. I could only imagine just the moments I've talked to you today and yesterday leading up to this. You're a very caring person, and you really loved what you do. What was that moment like?
Well, yes, you're absolutely right, CJ. I had some kind of barrier asking people to do something for myself. And this is a big ask, because I'm asking for organ to be donated to me. Unfortunately, my small family was not able to donate to me. So I had to rely on total stranger, on people who would do it out of the kindness of their heart. And on the good side, I found out that thanks to very advanced medical science and medical technology, it became a quite established procedure. And my transplant center, which is, of course, Barnes Jewish Hospital, where I worked myself for 26 years, doing hundreds of those transplants every year, very successfully. And I met lots of people in this community of people who are pre-transplant and post-transplant, and some of them became my close friends. And I know that this became quite a routine. I just have to find a living kidney donor who would agree to donate to me as a stranger.
And on top, not to cut you off, Yelena, but on top of that, you were just talking about that really amazing program. There doesn't need to be an exact blood type match, correct on this?
Yes, you're absolutely correct, CJ. My blood type is A+, which is quite common blood type. Mm-hmm. But people who would consider donation need to know that if their blood type is different and not matching my blood type, it shouldn't stop them from becoming a kidney donor, because Barnes Jewish Hospital Transplant Center offers so-named paired kidney donation program, where several people, several donors can get involved in the process of kidney donation. And even if the blood type doesn't match, after several people are involved, sometimes it's a chain of donations, or at least two people, both of them can get the matching kidney.
Wow. Well, and Yelena, as we were talking about this, if it's okay, what are some of the things that you experience as of now in your day-to-day life with this just, awful, condition?
Well, CJ, I can tell you that I feel myself
Right.
like my usual condition. I don't have as much energy. I have some anxiety related to my diagnosis. And I know that my body is not coping very well with this diagnosis, but my spirits are high. I spent lots of time talking about my condition to people, trying to explain that Barnes Jewish Hospital doing everything they can to protect donors' health. They do very thorough screening of donors to make sure that the donation would not hurt their health. And I understand that people are concerned about being a kidney donor. They might be afraid of pain, or they might think that it will affect their own health. But people can have wonderful, long, and healthy life just with one healthy kidney, just with one. As far as process of kidney donation, they stay in the hospital just for a couple days with minimal interruption of their daily routine, and they can go home after a couple of days and resume their normal life, resume their driving, work full time, etc. Like I told you, it became very routine procedure. I invite everyone to join my Facebook page and my Facebook group, which I specifically created for this purpose. The name of this Facebook page and Facebook group is the same: Kidney Donor Needed for Yelena. And you will see testimonies of people who became kidney donors, how smoothly this procedure went, and they became a big advocates of kidney donations. As far as donating their organ to the stranger, I was reading a testimony from one kidney donor recently, and she wrote, "Who would you donate a kidney to? A friend, a brother, parent? How about a stranger? How you give up one of your organs to someone you have never met, someone you were likely to never meet? If someone was drowning, you wouldn't think about whether it was someone you know. You would try to help them, whether you know them or not." So, my dear listeners of our daily show, unfortunately, I am drowning now. and you have unique opportunity to help me with no negative effect to your own health.
Correct. Well, and Yelena, as we're talking about this and just hearing you speak, I can only imagine the amount of people that you've been able to connect with through your Facebook groups and your pages. And talking just a little bit ago, I've heard you mention that you were talking to a few of the individuals that are maybe pre-transplant and post-transplant. Take me through the support and some of those conversations, connections that you've had with individuals that have gone through or are currently going through what you were experiencing.
Well, if some of you would decide to visit my group on Facebook or my page on Facebook, just recently I shared the testimony given by a wonderful lady who I met in St. Louis. She's 2 years post-kidney transplant. And she became my mentor, and her donor, Cindy. And Cindy gave one of her kidney to Susan, who became my mentor. And you could hear this wonderful testimony, how this process went for them. Another friend of mine, Jean, she just had a couple days ago, last Wednesday, she had a very successful kidney transplant.
Oh, good.
At St. Louis University, went home on Sunday, doing extremely well. Her donor is doing extremely well. So,
well, and Yelena, I'm just hearing this, and it seems like, this is out of somebody that I could only imagine the moment you're told you're going to need a transplant. This is, here's where we're at in this stage. But to hear that, there are people that are sharing their stories with you and talking about and having mentors now, to me, the support system seems like it's definitely there.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Lots of people approached me on Facebook media telling me, I would give you my kidney, but I already gave it to somebody else, but I am willing to testify about the process of kidney donation for me in hope that it will help you to find your donor. And I created an email which I specifically designated to my kidney donor search. The email address for this specific email is very simple. It's kidney number 4 Yelena @yahoo.com. And the way how I spell my name, YELEN as Nancy A. Kidney for Yelena @yahoo.com. For hopefully some of the kind people from your audience who might approach me on this email, I would give directions how to call my transplant center, which is Barnes Jewish Hospital Transplant Center. And the phone number for this transplant center is 314-362-5365. And you will provide my name and my birth date. All that will be in the instruction if you will reach me via my email address.
And once again, folks, that email address is kidney, that is KIDNEY, the number 4, Yelena, YELENA @yahoo.com. Plus, after you talk to Yelena, the Transplant Center phone number is again 314-362-5365. And there is a note that after you talk about, you mention Yelena and talk about your birthday, you press option 4, Yelena, is that correct?
Yeah, option 4 will give you opportunity to talk to a potential kidney donor coordinator, and they will give you all the instructions. Usually, they provide questionnaire pertaining to the potential donor health to determine if this person is suitable for kidney donation. Like I mentioned to you, they are doing everything they can possibly do to make sure that their potential kidney donor is suitable for donation and it will not affect his health negatively. So if you're a healthy individual with healthy kidney function, feel free. This topic is extremely important. It gives me strength to talk about that because it's not just me in those shoes. Lots of individuals need new kidney, new liver, other organs to survive. And I feel that I'm bringing more awareness about organ donation issue to society. And you can really help somebody to survive with no harm to yourself.
Well, and Yelena, that's a great point too, and that's what I was going to kind of touch on next. And you hit it, and you spoke about it very well. Is that you're really an advocate for so much awareness to what these programs are and how beneficial they can be and how safe they are for the potential donor to be a part of. And I was reading in the article, Yelena, just to circle back to some of the things that I read, is that you are planning on if this is able to happen and we're able to find a donor, you're going to be volunteering and going back to doing what you do best, and that's helping people. Now, I got to ask you, do you and your husband have any dogs, cats, or anything that are part of your family too?
Well, you're asking very good question. We are a big animal lovers, and I'm dreaming about feeling well and having enough energy to give back to society. I am very young, 65 years old in my soul, and I was always very active person, and I want to be the same. So I really hope that after a successful transplant, I would be able to use my nursing skills to volunteer in our community, to use my skills in animal shelters. And my husband, of course, is a big animal lover too. We had a cat. It was a Bombay black cat, wonderful. He lived with us for 18 years. We adopted him from Humane Society. Our poor cat, his name was Grande. He had diabetes. And after being with us for 18 years, he recently passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well,
yeah.
And Yelena, how has your husband been in your support system with the family? It seems like you have a very caring and just passionate family that's around you and supporting you on this.
You're so right, CJ. I met my husband when I was about 18 years old. And we got married when I was 20 and he was 25 back then. And we spent our entire life together. We became soulmates. We became, I don't know how to explain to you. Yeah. We are very, very, very close spouses. Unfortunately, my husband cannot be my donor due to his own health issues. And he's very supportive in every possible way. He helps me a lot.
And it really seems like that, Yelena. And as I read the article that Sydney put together, I just thought it was such a beautiful article. And it really told you just who you are as a person so beautifully, too. And as I was talking to you yesterday, I thought, what's the best way to make sure that we tell people what's needed for Yelena and how we can help her? And I thought, getting you on the show and just showcasing and telling us all who you are as a person, I think goes a long way too. And it builds that sense of trust, because you're an amazing person. For 26 years to work at Barnes, and, you weren't working at some small, maybe a day clinic where I come in because I don't want to go to the emergency room. You were truly caring for people. And it's really, I hope in the deepest portions of my heart that somebody is able to care for you and keep you going as long as you'd like to with your husband and doing the things that you would like to do.
CJ, it's very kind of you to say all that. I feel like I was a very ordinary person. I just feel that I was a person with integrity, trying to do everything I could possibly do to help others. And it gave me strength. It wasn't easy to ask for something for myself, because I do want to give back to community. I just need to be physically fit to do that. And thank you so much again for interviewing me. It's extremely meaningful to me, especially around Thanksgiving Day. And I'm very thankful for lots of things. And one of them is definitely, I'm very grateful to be invited on your daily show, which I know hit 1 million views in 2023. Congratulations on that. Well, thank you for your hard work.
Yelena, thank you so much. And that truly means a lot to me too. And that's why I figured let's do this on Thanksgiving, because as we're gathered around and maybe some relatives are arguing about who's going to win the football game or whatever happens, there's a lot to be thankful for, but there are individuals that gave their lives to everyone else and to help others that are in need of help this time of year. And especially this, if I could be somebody that helps find that donor, I'm telling you, you could pay me $1 million a year, but this would be worth it time and time again, over the million, if I could help you with that, Yelena. You're a wonderful person. And please stop by and fill us in as you are on your journey. If there's any details that emerge, we'd love to be a part of it and share your story some more.
Absolutely. After I met with Sydney Sings, who is one of the journalists on RiverBender.com, I told her that several newspapers wrote articles about me, about my search for kidney donor. But I felt that Sydney was a very, very special person, because I felt that she put lots of her heart, her kindness in this wonderful story she wrote about me on RiverBender.com. And now, CJ, I feel same way about you. And I'm very grateful for you and Sydney, and hopefully somebody from your wonderful audience who would help me to spread the word about organ donation. And who knows, maybe I will find my angel from your audience who will be able to save my life.
100%, Yelena. And one last time, folks, if you're just tuning in, you can reach out to Yelena by emailing her, Kidney, that is KIDNEY, the number 4, Yelena, that's YELENA at yahoo.com, Kidney for Yelena at yahoo.com. And Yelena, what are the Facebook pages we can follow along with you on your journey?
It's called Kidney Donor Needed for Yelena.
Awesome.
It's the Facebook page, and I also have Facebook group with the same name, Kidney Donor Needed for Yelena. Please feel free to join my group, where I put the updates, articles about kidney donations, personal pictures, everything I can do, testimony of other donors, whatever can help me or somebody else to survive.
Absolutely, Yelena. And thank you so much for not only coming on the show, but trusting me to help tell some of your story too, and trusting us at RiverBender. And from the bottom of our heart, have a happy Thanksgiving and a very merry holiday season. And please fill us in as more details do emerge, okay?
Thank you very much. Very grateful for your time.
Absolutely, and I'm grateful for yours as well. We'll take a quick break here, a quick pause on Thanksgiving Thursday. We'll come back with more of our daily show right after this in the heart of the 618.